Hey, good morning. Today we're going to be picking some elderberry, getting ready to make some clapper sticks. But beforehand, we need to come find our elderberry to get those sticks. And instead of just getting any old sticks, I want to come and get sticks where our ancestors once got sticks. And Uncle Bun, Uncle Lanny, Uncle Dennis, Uncle Dave, all these guys come out here to Walnut Ridge. This is where we are with the Russian River. One of the sad things, a couple of sad things out here is years ago, which is 2006, me and Uncle Dave came right here, which is almost 20 years from now. It was, I guess, 18 years ago. There was an elderberry tree. It used to be beautiful right here. And we cut branches off of here. All the uncles that I just mentioned cut branches off of that tree, and now it's gone. And not only that, we come out here to gather. There's a pepper leaf tree. We used to get pepperwood from the pepper leaves, bay leaf. And now we can't go over there because we'll be trespassing if the cops come and get a ticket for that. Along with that, there's no parking signs all through along here. So if I choose to come out here and gather and I leave my car here, the cops are going to come give me a parking ticket. But that's the cost in order it is for me to grab things that I feel like are traditional in the way that I want them to be, and rather than just getting any old elderberry, but the same elderberries that our people have been using for years. I'm willing to take that sacrifice and take that ticket if that's what needs to come. But either way, this is where we need to do it, and this is what we're doing today. So I'm very happy to have this time with my cousins and happy to share with all our people. Oh.
So what we got in there?
All right, today we're gathering up a few essentials that we need out here to make sure that we're gonna have everything that we need to use in order to gather. We got here different tools right here. Making sure that where's my saw? I just had that saw. Oh, here it is. So this here is the same saw that I used pretty much 20 years ago with Uncle Dave. Still cutting, still doing the job. So keep my tools going, keep it real traditional with Uncle like that. But so this is like an elderberry stick that I made from some of this wood that we just got here. And then I made this elderberry stick. This one's a Miwok style. It's a little bit different than Pomo.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I'll race you. Hey. And then this one right here, this is my Rockman clapper. So a couple little clappers that I put together out here, but when we're gonna go gather, we always want to give back. We never want to take without giving something back. And I got some medicine, some tobacco to give back. We also smudge before we get started today. But these are all things that are essential to have the tools, to have the medicine, to give back, following our traditions. Oh. Hey, all right, so right now I just wanted to share this grandmother elderberry tree right here. I've been out here before and I've took a look at this tree in the past. There's a lot of these smaller branches, not really good for making sticks, but more whistles if we want to make whistles. Today I'm not here to pick for whistles, I'm here to pick for clapper sticks. And so we're gonna leave her alone today, but it's a beautiful tree. You can see some of the berries started to dry up a little bit, and then there's some new ones still coming in yet, but it's been a little warm out this way. And we're out here by the Russian River. Our people, if you know anything about carrying water, you wouldn't want to carry water if you didn't have to because it's heavy. So a lot of our ancestors lived near the Russian River and gathered and ate and was able to live here by these things, the elderberry trees out here at the river, and our ancestors, the fish and all the wildlife that would come and drink the water. Water's life, and getting their life as well, just like us. And this river, these elderberries, all these things were for our people and our ancestors. And here we are gathering in the same locations as they did in the past. Oh. It's a good walnut tree right here. You know how they say that black walnut hull would cures cancer. And our Pomo people have been eating those black walnut hulls for years, brother, than mixing it in my acorn bread. What? All right, here we are, made it to our location where we want to gather some elderberry sticks to make clappers and dry them out, and a little bit of a process to dry them out, let them dry, and then after that we'll work them and carve up some sticks. And be able to sing some songs and also share some with our elders that may want a clapper stick or might not have one at the moment. But either way, this is how we do it. This is where we're here to gather. I really love this tree right here. Again, it's near the river, and it's so beautiful. If you look at this beautiful tree, there's about 3 of them here all gathered together, maybe 4, and they all have a lot of prime sticks to pick from, and this is a great area to be at, and it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful sun and beautiful morning, so I'm very blessed to have this time. And here we go as we get ready to check it out. Let's see what we got here. As we come right now, I can see I really like this one right here. It's like perfect. You can ask for a better stick than that one. There's also this one here. You look right here. Come on this side. Look at that. And when I go to cut it, I'm going to go to cut it from down here, so I have the whole stick. The same thing with that one. I'm going to start here at the split and go cut from the bottom up. And then there'll be this one tree in the back. So yes, there is 4 trees here. And then some of these branches here on the bottom, you see these are gold. This right here is make the whistles from. It's already dried out. So I'm gonna end up taking that with me. I'll set that aside there. But before we even get started, even more, let's get some offerings. And we're gonna give some more offerings after we cut the branches, and we're gonna say a prayer with that as well. But of course, we're not gonna record the prayer because something we don't really do is to record our prayers. But we are gonna pray and give thanks to these trees and to the creators for being able to bless us with this find and bless us with this beautiful tree to make these beautiful clappers that we plan to make. So again, I'm very thankful for this time, and we're gonna get to cutting. So let me see here. Gonna cut in right here, like I said. Be careful if you got poison oak issues, but you there? So from this side, it's a little bit of an awkward angle. And then it's about putting a little muscle behind your hustle, you know what I mean? So, put the last one down. Pick up the little mic, but I usually like to grab it down and kind of pull it down from the top to the bottom, and then later down, I'll trim it down to I can fit it in the car or get what we're gonna need from it. Sometimes I'll leave some of the smaller stuff out here so I can have it for a whistle later. But yes, we're cutting this tree and taking some branches to make clappers. But also when we cut the tree down for a couple of sticks, because we're not gonna take everything, we're only gonna take what we need. There might be other branches here that we could make clappers from, but we'll leave those here. We're only gonna take the branches that we need, and later on, if we need more, there'll be more. But at the same time, we cut these branches down like this, and taking the sticks that we need for our elderberry to make our songs and sing the songs for the dancers. You also see that we open it up, so we actually prune this tree a little bit, so we get more sun in there for these smaller ones. So like I said, later on when we come back later, we need more sticks in the future. Hopefully our people continue to multiply, and our culture will continue to grow, and hopefully our people continue to want to be Pomo rather than say they're Pomo. Because to me that's a big thing in our Indian ways, is that there's so many people out here, they want to say they're Indian rather than be Indian. And what I mean by that, doing some of these Indian things like we're doing today. And if you're not doing this, then try about politics, language. There's many ways to give back to our people and our language, I mean, into our culture and our traditions. It doesn't have to be dancing or basket weaving. There's our people as a whole, there's our politics, there's our tribal offices, and it's all for our future generations. So it's very much worth the time. This is part of the reason why I do it as well. So blessings to all you guys, and blessings. We're going to continue to cut and continue this segment in a minute to gather some more elderberry and showing how we handle some more things. Oh. Yeah, can't get on me.
All right, so where would you start cutting and to make a clapper?
So in order to
Cut.
for the first when I look at this stick and when I want to size it down, first thing I think about is where am I going to use it for the clapper, where my clappers are at in this stick here. And one thing that I see in the clappers is that this right here would be my handle for this one, and it's not going to go my clapper, so I would probably cut right here for that one. But if I don't want to cut till later, I would cut right here probably, because now this is my second stick, and again, it's not going to go on my next clapper, so I cut right here. So I cut here, and I would cut here right before the knots, and then again, as you got right here, you're holding this clapper right here. Here's your next clapper. You can well, actually no, because then you look at this side, and then this is going to be your new. So if I cut right here, then this might take away from this next clapper. So if I instead cut right here, then later on I can decide if I want to use this side or this side for this middle clapper. But this smaller one right here, if I cut right here, then I know that's the handle. And I usually, like when I make my clappers, I like the bigger side on that palm side, I would call it, where I'm hitting my palm at, because then I'm going to get more clap from the bigger part here, and this is going to be nice and smaller for my hand, and it's actually, I guess, would be more ergonomic, eh? Yeah, so it'd be clapping that way, and then I'd make another cut right there, another one right here at this knot, and then for the last one, I'd probably cut right here at this green spot here, so that way I got this as a handle, and I can cut right here. And like, this is a pretty cool piece, because if you cut right here, you could even leave the bark on and have that like as a grip for your handle, and kind of get the traditional grip for the handle, so nobody don't drop their stick, or kind of gives that natural look as well too when you're stripping the bark off, and then you leave a little bit of bark on to have that natural look, but also for grip, for when you're playing clapper, you don't drop your stick, or it's easy to hold your stick so you can keep your tune. But this is what I look at when I'm making my cuts, because I took the work to get this branch, and I want to make sure that I utilize every bit of it that I can, and that we're not just taking stuff for the heck of it, but we're taking everything that we're going to use, and use everything that we take. Oh.
How long, and what's the drying process of this? How long does it take to dry?
Usually, like at times, like right now, it's August, so you could put this outside for about a month, maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks the shortest. And it's going to dry faster though if you're cutting it like we're talking about. And then also after you cut it, if you strip the bark immediately. So strip the bark immediately, cut it the size, and then leave it out for 2 weeks. Kind of roll it around in the sun, so that way it's not just laying on one side. And then after that, or you could, if you got a garage, you could put it inside your garage in the wintertime, like if it's not summertime, you can put it in the garage and let it chill out in the garage, and then come back to it in a month, and your pieces are already cut, they're already all, bark's already all trimmed off, and then you should be able to, the next step for me is I get my pieces after I trim off the bark, and I strip it all off, and it's cut to the size that I want. Then the next step is to split the pieces, so that way I know where, after I make the split of the top of the clapper and get it halfway down, then I can draw where I'm gonna, or visualize in my head where I'm gonna have make my square. But it's not until you make that split that you can kind of visualize and put your square in the middle, or your triangle, I should say, a rectangle. I'm sorry, in the middle of that wood. You know, so cause you can't, if you just randomly put a rectangle in the middle of an elderberry and then hope that your split was centered on your square, or your rectangle, you'd be like, oh man, that didn't come out right. But if you split it first and then create your rectangle after, then your clapper stick will be rocking and rolling.
So if you were to cut it up and then split it right in that same day,
Yes.
that's what you're talking about.
If you
would
split
do
it the
that?
same day before it dries,
Yes. What would happen?
you fry a hot dog in oil.
Yeah, it becomes.
You live on the I just say, you don't got no bacon, I got hot dogs. You fry those up, and you know how they curl up.
Yeah,
The same thing
warp.
would do with your wood. If it's not dry, if it's still wet, and you then you put it out in the sun, it's gonna warp it. So if you don't want warped wood or warped clapper, then you're probably best to let it dry out and then split it and then do your carving, and then it'll be all worth the wait, and be happy to be singing those songs and be saying, like, that's not just any old elderberry clacker you got there. That's a Russian River Yakima clacker stick you got there, cousin. Be careful with that. I just say.
Thank you.
Oh. All right, we got all of our sticks we needed today, and I just wanted to again thanks all of our people to allowing me this time to help share some of the traditions of our Kashai Coast Pomo people, and over here in Santa Rosa, Sonoma County, our way and what we're doing. And this here's a little whistle that I made out of elderberry as well. I got to put some sap in there, tree sap, and then I can get my. He'll be whistling and tuning away, and libu, libu, libu. That's a Southern Pomo Kashai whistle. So again, see you in the next video when making clappers maybe, or grabbing some Angelica root, Bakchua, or at the next gathering. Hope everybody has a great day, and see you all then. Blessings to you all and you and your families. Oh.